It is time for the highs and lows of the week, and our first high goes to the sweet sight of a bakery truck when you've been stranded in your car on a cold, snowy interstate for nearly a full day. Hundreds of people sat still in their vehicles on Interstate 95 in Virginia this week when the highway shut down during a snowstorm. Newlyweds Casey Holohan and John Noe of Maryland were among those cold and hungry souls.
We figured it'd probably been 37 hours since we'd eaten last.
We'd gotten reports all day that people around us were starving, that they had little kids that hadn't eaten, pets that hadn't eaten.
After 20 hours and with desperation setting in, Casey and John spotted a Schmidt Baking Company truck. Casey called the company's customer service line explaining the situation, and just minutes later, she received a call back from a man named Chuck Paterakis. He is the owner of that Baltimore-based company.
That was my first thought. Is I can imagine if myself or my family was in that same situation, what would I do if I asked the company to open the doors to help me feed my wife and my kids?
Paterakis sprung into action, telling Casey he had instructed the truck's driver, a man named Ron Hill, to open the back of the truck and pass out food to as many as stranded travelers as possible. Ron, Casey, and John enlisted some other drivers to help them distribute more than 600 loaves of bread along 2 miles of the interstate, before grabbing one for themselves.
We personally got a loaf of potato rolls, which were amazing at the time. Couldn't have asked for anything better.
A nice endorsement of those potato rolls as well. Nice work, Casey, John, and Ron. Our first low goes to the unfortunate coincidence of having a name that can be confused with the coronavirus or one of its variants. First, it was Corona Beer. Then it was Delta Airlines. And now, R&B singer Omarion apparently is being mistaken for the Omicron variant.
Hi, everybody. This is Omarion. I am an artist, not a variant. So please be aware, if you just so happen to run into me on the street, you don't have to isolate for 5 days, nor do you have to have a negative test result in order to dance to my music. Now, I know.
News you can use from Omarion, who again is not a COVID variant, and who also was excellent in the 2004 dance movie You Got Served. Our next high goes to the giant panda cub at Smithsonian's National Zoo in Washington, who had the best snow day of the week. This right here is your boy Xiao Qi, the 1.5-year-old having the time of his life after a storm dumped a bunch of snow on D.C. He rolls into a couple of powdery somersaults, nearly sticking the landing on the second before settling on a little downtime instead. Then Qi really goes for it with the full body slide to meet his buddy at the bottom of the hill before heading back up to cuddle with some of his panda pals. I mean, nobody does a snow day better than those giant pandas. Our final low goes to an old beef that resurfaced on social media this week between two unlikely candidates for beef, Elmo and a pet rock named Rocco. Now, I am as confused as you are about why this clip from a 2004 episode of Sesame Street went viral this week.
No, wait, Elmo. Rocco says that he wants the oatmeal raisin cookie. Rocco? Rocco's a rock, Zoe. Rocco won't know the difference. How is Rocco going to eat that cookie, Zoe? Tell Elmo. Rocco doesn't even have a mouth. Rocco's just a rock. Rocco's not...
It's getting ugly down there. That clip caught fire online over the last few days, prompting Elmo to release a statement. One assumes through his celebrity publicist and image consultant. Elmo wrote, "Don't worry, everybody. Elmo and Zoe practice sharing and are still best buds forever." As for The Rock, Elmo wrote again in the third person, "Elmo doesn't want to talk about Rocco." As the clip blew up on social media for reasons that remain unclear, Dwayne The Rock Johnson chimed in, tweeting on behalf of rocks everywhere, "Yes, my friend, this rock devours cookies, all kinds of cookies." I always like to be transparent with you, the viewer, so I'll confess about that story. I have no idea what's happening or why, but it was huge on the internet this week.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.